Welcome to part 6 of Hell is Prepared for Satan and Satan's Angels. And this is January the 11th, 2026 by man's calendar. Can you believe that, by the way? It's the 11th of January already. What in the heck? Because it was like yesterday was just Hanukkah, and then now today we're in the middle of January. We will soon be to the new year, y'all. We're almost there. Can you believe it's almost the new year already? I know a lot of you already celebrated the new year on January the 1st. That's not the real new year. That's how come we know we in the harvest time. Harvest comes at the end of the year. This is the end of the year. The new year doesn't start until Passover and so forth, during that time. No, I'm not talking about the agricultural new year, which starts in September or around September because of Rosh Hashanah. I'm talking about the actual new year according to the Word of God. Y'all have gotten so accustomed to following old man's law. See, he seeks to change times. He did that. He changed the new year from the biblical new year to January the 1st. Y'all can't even see that. He seeketh to change times and laws. Look here what they got out on the books now for laws. Has nothing to do with God's laws. Ooh, Lord. You can commit adultery all you want according to man. Fornication. It used to be against the law. Did you know that? For real. To do this, you could go to jail for it and stuff. Way back when. Now you can't. Yep. Everything has changed. And they're writing new laws every day. And they don't make a light bit of sense, and they don't hold water. Broken cisterns. That's what they is. And y'all want to be in this political system because you think, oh, I can make a difference. I can make a change. No, you can't. What's going to happen is what's already happening. You're going to conform more to the world because you already have when you got in the political system to start with. Because you have to promise things that you don't never follow through with, and that's called lying. That's against God. I don't want to be no politician. I don't want to be political. I have no desire. I don't want to lead everybody. I just want to share the plan of salvation with y'all and pray that somebody makes it out. Because one is the loneliest number. And God shouldn't have to be the only one in heaven when He has given us a chance. When He died to bring us back to Him because we failed. And because Jesus came, I'm not responsible for Adam's sin, and Adam's not responsible for my sin. I'm responsible for my sin. I'm the one who can say no when Satan says, hey, won't you go do this? You're the one who's responsible for your sin. Like when Satan comes and says, hey, won't you look up this porn on your phone? Nobody's here. Nobody's looking. Nobody knows. Why don't you invite the neighbor lady over while your wife is gone on vacation this week? First off, here's a good question for you. Why is a wife going on vacation without her husband? Why are you doing that? There ain't nowhere in the Word of God where it tells us to do stuff like that. It says we are one. How can you go somewhere without your other half? Just asking. Husbands, same to you. Why are husbands going on vacations without their wives? This is a worldly thing. That is not in the kingdom of heaven. Because what God hath joined, no man shall put asunder. And what is joined in the kingdom of heaven will stay that way forever. You can't separate from a twine ship. I mean, seriously. If you can't be faithful to your spouse, how can you be faithful to God? Just saying. But anyway, just using that as an example, I don't know why. I got to go with what Jesus gives me. Yeah, sometimes he shows me things, and he tells me things about people, and he asks me to address it, and I do. Or he tells me to rebuke a certain thing. If these thoughts is crossing through your mind, you best be dealing with that spirit of lust that you got hanging on you. You best be coming up and saying, folks, I got this spirit of lust hanging off of me. I need it prayed off. You don't got to go into no other details. Just tell them what they're dealing with. People cannot pray properly for you because that kind of thing requires fasting and praying. And they can't do that if they don't know what they're dealing with. You know what? It's not a shame to be tempted, y'all. The shame is if you say nothing and do nothing about it. And then you keep going till that gets a hold on you and you do what it wants you to do. There's the shame. We all going to be tempted by something. Pride, vanity,